And why now my screen feels like it's all foggy or something. Hold on. What is going on here? Why is my life just suddenly getting all messed up? There we go. All right. Now we can actually get this done properly. I was just explaining earlier. Um, yeah, now it's working. Because I have a Bluetooth speaker, or actually not speaker, headphones. And I guess they're old headphones. I gotta throw them away and buy some new ones because they're closed in the case and it was linked to them and they're in my room. So it's like, yo, a random headphone just was like, "What up, y'all?" Like, I need you to turn on. All right, anyways, I'm reading this wonderful spiritual text here. You might get spiritually stimulated. The Tao Te Ching. It's one of my most favorite books of all time. It helped me through college and understand how not everything's in our control and blah 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 and all that. But I'll let the text speak for itself. What state are you in? I'm in Florida, and that's why I have fans going crazy. I wasn't in my house for a few days, so I turned off my AC, and I returned, and it was like 96 degrees in my house. I put the AC on and have the fans going now all everywhere on full blast, and I have a little puppy too. So the thing I did was I got a washcloth and I put it under the sink with cold water, and I just rubbed it on her back and on her face and everything, and yeah, it was really hot. But it's not as hot now, thank gosh. And also, I gave myself a nice cold bath. I was like, you know what? It's so hot, and I'm trapped in my house that's like 90, so I just filled up the tub and went, oh! Yeah, that was my plan. All right, so I want to read you guys the Tao Te Ching, Tao or Dao. There's different ways that people have spelled it. I would have done the same thing, yeah. I'm glad. It felt really good. All right. So I'll begin the Tao Te Ching here. 1. The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The unnameable is the eternally real. Naming is the origin of all particular things. Free from desire, you realize the mystery. Caught in desire, you see only the manifestations. Yet mystery and manifestations arise from the same source. This source is called darkness. Darkness within darkness. The gateway to all understanding. Oh, man, I love that line. It's so good. Now it says, darkness within darkness, the gateway to all understanding, right? Well, how do you perceive that, right? I was like really trying to figure it out for years and years. I'm like, what are they talking about? I didn't look at the original text or anything because I don't know how to read Japanese or Chinese. But from what I've come to understand, the way I've kind of wrestled with the phrase over time is if it's darkness within darkness, it must be having your eyes closed in the dark. That's how I've kind of reasoned with it over the years. Because if you meditate with your eyes closed in the dark, it's the gateway to all understanding. I think that's what they're getting at. But I might be wrong, because this is just a translation. All right. 2. When people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. When people see some things as good, other things become bad. Being and non-being create each other. Difficult and easy support each other. Long and short define each other. High and low depend on each other. Before and after follow each other. Therefore the Master acts without doing anything and teaches without saying anything. Things arise and she lets them come. Things disappear and she lets them go. She has but doesn't possess, acts but doesn't expect. When her work is done, she forgets it. That is why it lasts forever. Oh, love that. Hello! Greetings. Good evening. I'm reading the Tao Te Ching, translated by Stephen Mitchell. I just finished reading 1 through 2, now moving on to 3. 3. If you overesteem great men, people become powerless. If you overvalue possessions, people begin to steal. The Master leads by emptying people's minds and filling their cores, by weakening their ambition and toughening their resolve. Toughening their resolve means the ability to overcome yourself and to resume being the best version of yourself after having gone through something. It's resolve, having the ability to resolve your problems and resolve things. It's like, if there's like some kind of conflict, you resolve your conflict. So you want to lessen the ambition, your ego, right? And toughen your resolve. When you come back, you're coming back with a force, right? That's kind of what it's saying. He helps people lose everything they know, everything they desire, and creates confusion in those who think that they know. Practice not doing, and everything will fall into place. I love that one. I just love this book in general. This one's shorter. 4. The Tao is like a well, used but never used up. Used but never used up, meaning you're using it. We constantly get things and we work with what comes our way. And the Tao is never used up. Like we use what's given in our life and we say, hey, I'm going to use this. But it's never stopping. It's always giving. It's always giving you the ability. And as long as you maintain your level of understanding about whatever you're given, then it can be like a well that's never used up. It is like the eternal void, filled with infinite possibilities. It is hidden, but always present. I don't know who gave birth to it. It is older than God. This book is just so dope. Like, it's just so dope. Oh, man. That's like a mic drop. It's older than God. And just drop the fucking mic. Oh! Excuse my swearing. 5. The Tao doesn't take sides. It gives birth to both good and evil. The Master doesn't take sides. She welcomes both saints and sinners. That's a very similar teaching to Jesus, that's a similar teaching that Jesus taught, where he said that the rain rains on the just and on the unjust, right? The sun shines on the just and on the unjust. Because I don't know. I'm getting too deep on myself here. The Tao is like a bellows. It is empty yet infinitely capable. The more you use it, the more it produces. That's such a great way of looking at it. Like positive breeds positive, negative creates more negative, right? The more you use it, the more it produces. It's the same teaching as if you don't use it, you lose it. This is right. It's very similar. It's very close. It's almost the same wording. The more you use it, the more it produces. The more you talk of it, the less you understand. And the last line, hold on to the center. Meaning the more you try to describe an emotion, the more complex your explanation becomes over the emotion you might be feeling. And that's why great poetry can express a lot, but with little. And the more you have to express yourself and bring things out, or the more emotionally messed up you are and the higher the wave is, the more confused and less understanding you have. So it says, the more you talk of it, the less you understand. Oh, cool. What up, man? Well, I'm glad you're back. Yay! Sorry, I'm obnoxious. Okay. 6. I'm doing well. I'm doing better than I was earlier today. I got very down on myself earlier today because I found out that something that I thought was getting somewhere wasn't actually getting anywhere. And it was because I'm trying to get into the education system. You know, I want to become a student aide. So I've been sending out my applications, and the portal for the education thing has a setting where you can check on your application status. And I was like, oh, might as well check it since I've left all these applications for so long. I clicked it, and then it showed like a list of like a to-do list. And it was like, you have to add this in for all your references and this and this and that. And I'm like, so my applications didn't go through, and it just destroyed me, dude. I was like, all that stuff, I passed the paraprofessional test and everything. I paid $75. I passed it first time, and I was so ready to get into the job field, and it just turns out that my applications weren't even submitted that whole time, and I was like, I hate my life. But now I'm back, and I'm back from feeling that way, and I'm resolving, just like what the Tao Te Ching says. Weaken the ambition and toughen your resolve. Empty your thoughts, put some new thoughts in. Oh, there you go, right? That's a pretty deep way of looking at it. You gotta pour out the pot in order to put new water in it. I had a pretty horrible set of twisting water in there, and I had to pour that old water out and put some new water in, and started feeling a lot better. You know, it just comes with time. My sister had a hard time getting into teaching. Yeah, man. And you also have to be prepared, because I'm thinking about what it takes to be a teacher down the line. You know what I mean? And hopefully when I get there, I can share cool stuff like this with them as well. You know, in some shape or form that's constructive. Constructive in a way that doesn't cause more confusion, but expands some more deeper sense of understanding. Because I've seen so many kids now where I worry about them, and I just wish I had the psychological know-how to help them overcome whatever they're facing, because yeah, I think you would make a good teacher. Thanks, buddy. Woo! Man, if I knew you better, then I'd want to tell you that you could be a good teacher too, you know? Um, yeah, it's like you see something that's going on inside their heads, because it's like when kids are growing up, they're formulating, it's the formative years, you know? So you have to make sure that that's why when people say you got to protect your kids, you actually do. They're forming their brains. Their brains are forming. It's very crucial, you know, that you protect them and make them feel good feelings, you know? And there are times where kids, they have to go through certain situations, and their minds are kind of like streets, like one-way streets, you know? And if something happens, then that one-way street starts going like this. You know what I mean? You want it to go, you want it to be on the narrow path. But then something somehow, somewhere, repeated action and false ways and continuous non-understanding, confusion and delusion starts kind of leaking their way in. I work a truck. Maybe someday I'll get into this because I'm only 17. I'm still in high school. Well, it's good to aim for good stuff, you know. And I'll let you know that I went in to get my CDL license a long time ago, and I almost made it to the test, and I realized that it just wasn't the career field for me. Some people are in it though, like sometimes people's dads are truckers, you know, and then they school it and they're the best trucker in the world. They go across America, they get to explore the roads and, you know, get to experience different things and have like a sense of solitude, I guess. I was thinking about working for PennDOT after I graduated. Okay. I have to look into PennDOT. Is that, it's obviously some kind of driving thing. But yeah, I almost got my CDL, but it just, it wasn't the field I was supposed to get into. I just felt that because, I don't know. And then after that, I started driving for FedEx and had an awakening. Not like I'm enlightened. It wasn't like that. I'm not Osho or Sadhguru. I'm not one of those dudes. I'm not a Buddha. All right. I just had a moment where I said to myself, "Hey, uh, there are road management. Oh, cool. That's a cool thing to check out. They plow. Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, that's a good job to get into. You know." Um, And also a cool thing about working as a driver for a long time, you just become a better driver. You know what I mean? Uh, like you feel way more confident and like you got no problems behind the wheel, man. As soon as, especially if you get more than a year or two experience behind the wheel, your confidence goes, you know, and it feels good. I like having good confidence behind the wheel. Um, yeah, so I was driving for FedEx for a while, and I knew that my body was starting to get banged up, you know, because those packages are big. They're big packages, big truck, big everything. And you don't need a CDL to drive those FedEx trucks, by the way. They're huge, and you don't even need a CDL. It's wild when you think about it. That blew my mind. But anyways, I knew that I needed to get out of it because I'm 34. What is Unc talking? I'm talking about how I was working for FedEx and I knew that I needed to do a career change, and I did. I had a great. Oh, well, yeah. I've been driving for a year now. I started in my old truck, and I still drive, but she's a handful on the road. Yeah, man. That happens sometimes. What's my job now? Well, now that's the unfortunate thing. I was working for the Boys and Girls Club actually for a minute because, like what I was just describing, I was in FedEx. I came home and I decided to go on this epic journey of understanding what it meant for me to do something that meant more. Because Imagine being 40 years old and not having done anything with any meaning. Like, just been an Amazon driver, FedEx driver. Yeah, I do this, I do that, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm like, I gotta do something that means something. So I did. I did it. And that thing I did was my AI helped me because I didn't know what to do. I'm like, hey, so AI, I've been talking with you for a few months. What do you think I'd be good at? And it said, one of the things that popped up was RBT. And I'm like, RBT? I've never heard of that before. And I was like, tell me more about what it means to be an RBT. And it said that, well, RBTs work with kids who have special needs, kids with autism. And funny enough, got that keychain right here because somebody I was working with was nice enough to give me the nice keychain. So I was working as a RBT for a while, and I did get to help some kids, and I'm very glad I got to do that, because I helped them. I live on a farm though. I've been around hard labor my hard life, so I'm already screwed up. My back and neck. But I'm tough. But think you can do it, but you end up hurting yourself. Well, that's why this is what I say. The older you get, I think the more you decide to be a little bit more cautious about when you move or when you do certain things. Like I don't know, like I'll give you an example. Like if I need to pick up something, like that like you just want to go like this, like whatever. My legs are straight, right? Like hold on. All right. Like my legs will be straight and I'll just be like, I'm just trying to reach, but it's like you just hurt yourself. So you have to, try not to put stress on your knees, and you have to kind of just go down, and it's all in the ass. You're bending down, you pick it up, and I got my octopus here. It's all in the ass. That's the best way I can describe it for you. Don't put it in the back. Don't put it in the knees. It's all in the ass. Strengthen the ass, and you'll thank yourself later. I guess that's my best answer. I know it sounds goofy. That's why I like to say it, but it's true. That's how you feel like an old man at 17. Yes, exactly. So that's why you gotta practice. You gotta practice doing what I was just saying. I can't take it anymore. All right, y'all. I usually like to stream for 20 minutes and then hop off, so it's been a pleasure tonight. And I've been coming on here almost every night. I was here not last night because I was watching Star Trek. Oh, freaking love Star Trek, man. Star Trek: The Next Generation. Captain Picard. It's the best. I freaking love it. So I was like too warped in. Warp. Yeah, so I was warped in. So watching good old Star Trek: Next Generation for like an hour or so, and I was just like, it's past 9. I'm going to bed. So if I'm not streaming, it's probably because I'm watching Star Trek because I'm obsessed right now. I'm trying to finish it. I meant 1 instead of on. Oh, okay. All right. Well, have a good evening, Logan Blackwell, and everybody else who's on the stream. And I'll say many blessings.